How you doing? How you doing? I know I'm still working the hair. Stop looking at it. This is author Dr. Natalie M. Kennedy coming to you. How you doing? How you doing? How's it been? Here in Florida, this is our hurricane season. Yeah. They said that we weren't going to have a lot, but yet we've already had there's four tropical storms that came off of Africa. That's already, I think we're in H. We start with A and now we're in H. Nothing has come close to us. I think one went into, I think, Texas and all that. So we're just watching the weather. So it's been rainy here and gloomy. And so that kind of, I've been trying to take you on this journey with my memoir, right? Because I think 2 weeks ago I said that I would start. So we're gonna, if I'm gonna try to remember, mid-July I said I would start writing my memoir. So now we're in August, okay? I tried to write. How about you? Tell me in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, put on your notification, follow me. When do you actually write? Do you write on a gloomy day like this, on a rainy day? And if you're in those snowy states, snowy day, do you write on a sunny day? When do you actually write? Lately, I've been writing on gloomy days. I go, hey, I'm going to go sit out in the sun and I'm going to write. I'm going to get some vitamin D and I'm going to write, right? That hasn't happened in the past week. It's been rainy and gloomy and cloudy. But I have been writing. I wrote yesterday a few chapters here and there. So talk to me in the comments. When do you actually write? Now the other piece is, I think now, because I think I told you earlier in one of my other videos that um, I like to write on paper or napkins or whatever I want to write in a notebook or a journal. But I'm one, two, three, four, five. I'm about 11, 12 pages. And I think I'm going to have to go ahead and, and put it in my notes on the laptop. I think I'm going to have to start typing. I'm going to have to start typing because I'm starting to write a whole lot. Yesterday I did about 4 or 5 pages. That was one piece, the family. And then I think I wrote something on relationship. So that's another piece. That was about another 6 pages. So I think I'm gonna have to start transferring that over and start typing it in on a laptop. I think I'm gonna have to, but I'm not ready to do it yet. Matter of fact, just a few minutes ago, I wrote something, a few lines just a few minutes ago. So do you write? Or do you open up a laptop and say, okay, I'm just going to plug this in here? So I don't know. It was easier for me to write in my notebook. So I don't know still what I'm going to do about that. But I know eventually I'm going to have to start writing on my laptop. But anyway, what came to my mind though is a book that on nataliemkennedy.com, nataliemkennedy.com. Go on and see what kind of books I already have out there. One of them is It's All About Us. It's All About Us. And while I was writing yesterday, two stories actually two stories out of here actually was inspired within my life. Well, I think all of them, but one of them is a child of ours named Tony. A child of ours named Tony. And that was actually inspired by my childhood. His name wasn't Tony. Actually, when you read my book, you'll see that his name is something else. And I do remember him. But that story was inspired by my childhood. And then A Tree That Was Wonderfully Made was also um, written, and that was inspired by me growing up, which I am writing. I did mention them, and it will be mentioned in my memoirs. So if you want to get a sneak peek of what I'm writing, it's all about us, nataliemkennedy.com. You can get an autographed copy or amazon.com and put in the search Dr. Natalie M. Kennedy's books, and they will come up. And this is in big bold print. This is big bold print. Matter of fact, these stories in here was an original. It was called Like a Child because I got out of the military and um, I still felt that I was like childlike. And so I was writing some other stories, this, that, and the other, and I put them all together and it was called Like a Child. And I thought that was going to be my first introduction to children's books, but the publisher, we won't name, didn't do it right. So I ended up pulling a couple of those stories and I put them in to make it for young readers It's All About Us. It's All About Us is a collection of inspirational short stories about courage and changes and choices of young readers. Yes. I actually sold a couple of these to men, which was really cool for their sons, which I thought was very interesting. So I was like, yeah, all right. Excuse me. But inside of here, it's the stories. There's a couple of them in here. I have reflections at the end that after they read the story, they can write a reflection about what they felt. And then there's an author reflection. For example, a tree that's wonderfully made that, you know, was inspired of me when I was growing up. This author says here, and that was me, be me. God loves all that He has made. If trees could talk, I'm sure they would say, "Thank you" every day as they bend and sway to God's love song in the wind and the rain. A new command I give you: love one another as I've loved you, so you must love one another. A tree that's wonderfully made. That's one of the stories that's in It's All About Us. It's not that many pages. What we got here? Let me see. 79, 59, 60, 62 pages. A great book. And you'll find that every one of those stories uh, dates back to my childhood that I have been through. Two of them already will be in my memoirs so far. Maybe all of them will pop up for all I know. But It's All About Us. This is Natalie M. Kennedy, author like, Doctor of Education, coming to you. And I hope to see you in my next video or when I see you again, September 19th. Don't forget, put that on your calendar. I will be in Tampa. And check on my social media platforms. Author Natalie M. Kennedy, Facebook. Natalie M. Kennedy _author is my Instagram. Natalie M. Kennedy All About the Books is my YouTube. Yeah. Write Her is my TikTok. So there you go. I'm not on, what is it called? Thread? I'm not on that. I'm not on, what's that X thing going on? What is that? Twitter? No, I can't. I can only do what I can do. Okay. Let me go. I've been too long. I'm trying to keep these short for you. I really, really am. But don't forget to like, follow, share, comment, notification, all of that. And I do hope to see you in my next video. And I hope to see you when I'm out in the streets. Okay? All right. See you later.